District number 7 matchup in Class 2A. It's week number 6 of the high school football season. Our pregame show is brought to you by Hertz Rent-A-Car. Let's take a look at these Mustangs on our opponent breakdown, brought to you by Eagle Radio Digital Marketing. Tonight, it's the first ever meeting on the gridiron between the Monarchs and the Mustangs. Southwestern Heights enters the contest at 1-4 overall and 0-2 in 2A District number 7. They opened the season with a 32-8 win over Stanton County, but have lost 4 games in a row since then. That includes losing 3 of those 4, with giving up 50 points or more in each contest. In week number 2, Southwestern Heights lost a 57-0 battle at Texahoma, Oklahoma, as they went out of the state of Kansas for a matchup with the Red Devils there in Oklahoma. They followed that matchup with a week 2 loss to the Holcomb Longhorns, and then suffered a district loss to both Cimarron and Lakin in the last 2 weeks. In last week's 58-26 loss to the Bronx in Lakin, they put up a season-high 145 passing yards and racked up their second most yards on the season at 285 total yards. Mustangs, by the way, coming off a 4-5 season a year ago, suffering a first-round loss to Hoisington. It was their second straight trip to the playoffs in Class 2A, in which they have won 2 district games each of the last 2 years to get out of district play. They returned 6 starters from offense last year, including Hever Mercado. Mercado threw for 353 yards and 4 scores a year ago. Also was their top leading rusher from a year ago at 703 rushing yards with 7 touchdowns. He has already surpassed the 300-yard mark through the air with a couple of touchdowns, but he's thrown 6 interceptions, and that's been an issue so far for them. He has rushed for more than 460 yards and 5 scores. Memo Flores adding 278 yards and a touchdown on the ground, but this is a banged-up Mustang team as well, as they will be without 2 starters on the offensive side today, 2 skill player starters that won't play tonight because of injuries. It is the Monarchs and the Southwestern Heights Mustangs, part of our opponent breakdown. It's brought to you by Eagle Radio's Digital Marketing. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll get a chance to look around the Mid-Continent League. Our look around the MCL brought to you by Herman, or rather it's coming up next. Our Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
As we head into the final couple of weeks of the regular season, the MCL race is really shaping up to be a good one, with just a couple of games remaining to determine a league champion. As we welcome you back into Southwestern Heights as we get set for the Monarchs and the Mustangs. It's time for us now to take a look around the Mid-Continent League here on our Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. They're serving you from 609 East 8th Street with clean, high-quality vehicles with many options. If you need more room for a family vacation or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for your next business trip, call 785-623-4116 for your reservations. We take a look around the Mid-Continent League, brought to you by HayesPost.com. Currently, Norton sits atop the league at 3-0 in the Mid-Continent League. They're searching for their first MCL title since the 2015 season, but they won 3 games to start the year, all league games, but have struggled as of late, dropping 2 straight district games to fall to 3-2. Now, they were scheduled to be at home tonight against the Beloit Trojans, but as we were on our way here to Southwest Kansas, we figured we saw that Norton and Beloit's matchup tonight has been canceled because of COVID reasons, and Beloit already has another game really about an hour after announcing that they were not going to play that game at Norton. Beloit is going to match up, I believe, with Centralia this evening. We're going to check on that, but that was just announced here in the last couple of hours. So Norton dealing with some issues today. Of course, TMP currently sitting in second place in the Mid-Continent League at 3-1. Both Smith Center and Oakley are 2-1 in the MCL. Smith Center discarded the Plainsman 42-14 last week, and will wrap up their MCL schedule with a key district meeting tonight in Plainville. Smith Center is 4-1 overall. They're 3-0 in the district, and again 2-1 in the MCL. So Monarchs finding the Monarch faithful rather are really supporting the Plainville Cardinals tonight, because they would like to see Smith Center go to 2-2 in league play, and that would mean that they would not be in a tie with TMP in that league race at second place, as the Monarchs currently set in second all by themselves at 3-1. Of course, that big Norton and Phillipsburg game set for the end of the season in week number 8, so we'll keep an eye on that. But again, Norton's game, that's a district matchup as well tonight with Beloit, has been canceled due to COVID-19 issues. Elsewhere, Oakley is done with their MCL schedule. Despite beating TMP, they are 2-1. They'll finish 2-1 in the Mid-Continent League. They are 3-2 overall, 2-2 in that 1A District number 3 race. They've got Ellenwood tonight. So Phillipsburg is just 1-2 in the Mid-Continent League. They got a matchup with Norton, like I mentioned, later this month. Panthers coming off a good win over Beloit last week to move to 2-3 and 1-1 in the 2A District number 8. Of course, District number 8 pairs with District number 7. So TMP's keeping an eye on the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Minneapolis Lions in that district race, because if TMP could find a way to secure a playoff berth, then obviously they would play one of those 3 teams. Looks like Hoisington's running away with District number 8 again, and Hoisington lost last, or rather the Phillipsburg Panthers beat Norton last week, but then lost to Hoisington also in this season earlier. Of course, Ellis coming off that heartbreak loss to TMP at home last week to drop to 1-3 in the MCL, 1-4 overall. Still looking for their first district win of the season. Railroaders are at Syracuse tonight. That's a big matchup because neither team is able to get, has been able rather to get a win in the district race, both at 0-2, and you figure that the winner of that one at least has a chance. Of course, Ellis with Southwestern Heights still on the schedule, trying to secure maybe that 4th playoff spot in this district race. After 3 straight wins to start the year, Syracuse has lost 2 in a row. Elsewhere, of course, TMP and Southwestern Heights meeting in this district number 7 game tonight. Cimarron is on the road at Lakin tonight. The Blue Jays have won 3 straight. They're 3-2, 2-0 in the district. Lakin has won 2 straight. They're following that 1-2 start, so they are also 3-2 and also 2-0 in the district. So currently have 3 teams in this district race, with TMP, Lakin, and Cimarron at 2-0 as they fight for those top couple of spots there. Obviously, all 4 teams get out of the district, but fighting for a home playoff game. The Windlass Russell Broncos, by the way, are 0-5 on the season. They are on the road for the first of back-to-back trips to Western Kansas. They're in Colby tonight to take on the Eagles. Colby at 4-1, 1-1 in that 3A district number 6. Quickly in the 8-man ranks tonight in the MCL, Hill City is 3-1. They're at 3-1. Hoxie, and then after having their last 2 games canceled due to COVID concerns, the 1-2 Trigo Golden Eagles hosting Oberlin. The Red Devils have also had a pair of games wiped off their schedule due to the coronavirus this year. They are also 1-2. Stockton is 0-5. They are hosting the Rollins County Buffaloes tonight, and Outwood also has dealt with a couple of COVID canceled games. They're 1-2 on the season. That's been a look around the Mid-Continent League, brought to you by HaysPost.com. You can find stories, highlights, coaches' comments, and scores from around the area following our game tonight at HaysPost.com. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll get a chance to hear from Coach Jay Harris on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy. All right, here's the interview.
Shelter Insurance, Dustin Shoemaker. Compare your coverage today at CompareMyCoverage.com. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
It'll be over here.
Is that coming off the internet feed?
Yeah.
Or directly from that?
No, it's off the internet, so it's about a play behind. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
This is the Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show.
Let's get the thoughts of the coach. This chat with the coach is brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker in the Northridge Plaza and online at comparebycoverage.com.
Back into Southwestern Heights on our pregame show as we get a chance to check in with Coach Jay Harris. His thoughts brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Dustin Shoemaker. And Coach, come off a exciting, thrilling come from behind win over the Ellis Railroaders last week. I know, it's a rivalry game and there's a lot into it, and for you guys to come away in that pretty crazy fashion was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great win. We did some good things that night. We did some bad things, but in the end, everything turned out good for us, and guys were pretty excited afterwards, and that's carried on to this week. So it was a good win.
In a rivalry game like that, in a game in which it ends that way, I would imagine it can go one of two ways. There could be a little bit of a hangover, but it also can be one of those things where it kind of propels you to take the next step. And it seems like you guys have taken that and really responded well to it.
Yeah, Monday at practice, guys were, still excited about it. And I think, like you said, maybe a little bit of that hangover even from it still. And they responded then Tuesday, Wednesday to, at practice, and things were pretty good then. We had a good week.
And it seems like there's a couple of different times this year where you guys have had big wins like that for the program.
Yeah, the win at Plainville was big. And then, to beat Ellis, like you said, rivalry game and win it in that type of fashion, we were starting to think about what are we going to do in overtime, and then that happens and we don't have to go to overtime.
I know we talked about it afterwards. You said that was a defense that your defense wanted to play. That was something that the guys called. How, as a coach, how great a feeling is it to know that you have the trust in those guys and that they're seeing something and you can do that?
That's what it's all about. And I told you Friday night too, that the football smarts of these guys are really coming around, and to see something defensively that we maybe should change up, or even if I make a call on offense that's a little bit wrong, something that they're not used to, they know how to correct it to what it's supposed to be, or call something that we haven't ran before, but they know based on what we're trying to do, they can run it.
Talk a little bit about Southwestern Heights. It'll be the first time ever that the Monarch program has seen the Mustangs.
We've seen film on them, that district, and, 3-hour bus ride away and down at a school that's out in the country, and just going to be a different atmosphere for us, and some different planning to take that long of a bus ride, and then finding some place to eat afterwards. And the coaching staff down there has been great. They offered they're going to bring us something in to eat afterwards, and so yeah, it's been a really good experience with so far, getting ready to go into there.
And what do you got to see from your group this week?
We just have to, doing what we ask them to do. Same thing we say every week, get better every day, get better every play. Just do what we need to do, take care of business, and things will be okay.
All right, good luck. We'll chat with you afterwards.
Thank you, Jonathan.
A lot more after this here on the Monarch Sports Network, powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball. Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball. Your trusted advisors, providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip, or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Shelter Insurance Dustin Shoemaker. Compare your coverage today at CompareMyCoverage.com. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
Warner Hertz Rent-A-Car pregame show. The Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy as we count down to a kickoff here from Southwestern Heights. So it's like we're back with you where the Monarchs get set for a matchup with the Mustangs. Just heard the thoughts of Coach Jay Harris, brought to you on the pregame show by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, helping you get the right coverage at the right price, all while providing the quality of service you expect. Call Dustin Shoemaker at Shelter Insurance. Monarchs come into this matchup 4-1. They're 2-1 in District number 2, District 2A number 7. Meanwhile, Southwestern Heights is 1-4 on the season. Time for us now to take a quick look at some of the keys to the game. We start for the TMP defense. They've scored 3 defensive touchdowns in 3 straight contests, and on the season they have forced at least 1 turnover in every game, including 4 interceptions over the last 3 weeks. So it's all about turnovers for this TMP defense and an opportunity to get this offense back on the field. So turnovers will be huge. And for Southwestern Heights, that's something that they do on the season quite a bit. They come into the game today with 15 turnovers on the season. That's a negative 10 turnover rate because they have created on the season just 5 turnovers. So they have 15 total turnovers, forcing just 5 on the season. So that will be key in tonight's ball game. You look at the TMP defense as well. They struggled against a good Ellis team in which Ellis really were able to put up big yards against TMP. Monarchs would give up a season-high 463 yards to the Railers, and in fact, that 463 yards was the most that TMP has given up to a team in the last 2 years. Second most, in the last 2 years. Norton put up over 500 yards 2 years ago, but the Monarchs really struggled against the rushing attack of the Ellis Railroaders, in which they had 2 different backs go over 100 yards. So TMP has allowed now 4 100-yard rushers on the season. And for this Monarch offense, it's still all about finishing. Of course, they had struggled a little bit in the red zone through the first 4 weeks of the season. We're a little bit better in the matchup against Ellis, obviously with a missed field goal early in that contest. A little bit of a sour note for TMP about finishing in this contest, and of course trying to take control in this game early against the Southwestern Heights team. They're banged up, and for Southwestern Heights without some key players, so it's going to be key for the Monarchs to get out to a quick start in this one and try and get on top of Southwestern Heights here early at Southwestern Heights. We're going to take a quick timeout, by the way. That are keys to the game. When we come back, we'll take a look at the offensive starters for both teams, and we'll wrap things up as we count out a kickoff here from Southwestern Heights High School in a district matchup on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball. Your trusted advisors, providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HayesPost.com.
To Southwestern Heights, where the Monarchs take on the Mustangs in a district matchup. Still counting down to kickoff here from Southwestern Heights. Let's go ahead and run through the starting lineups. We'll start with the TMP-Marian Monarchs on offense up front. Garrett Pfeiffer is back. He'll start at that left tackle position after starting 2 games at center this year, and obviously started along that offensive line a year ago, but got banged up in that matchup early in the season in week number 2 in a matchup against Russell. So Pfeiffer back along that offensive line, the 185-pound senior. He'll be joined on that left side by Jacob Sack, the 240-pound senior. Michael Hale in at center again, the 190-pound sophomore. The freshman Colton Hagens at 225 pounds, the right guard. And then at Matt Hess, the 170-pound junior, is the right tackle. Backs and receivers, Jason Wentling, Jace Lang, Lance Lang, Bryce Sibe, and Mark Rack. Of course, the quarterback is Cade Harris. We're going to pause for a national anthem, come back with the starting lineups for the Mustangs after this on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car, bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Nextech, get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HayesPost.com.
Southwestern Heights. Charlotte Seger back with you as we're still a couple of minutes away from kickoff. We got our national anthem here from Southwestern Heights High School, and we're ready to go. Of course, the two towns of Plains and Kismet come together to make up Southwestern Heights, a school about halfway in between, and it's just the school on the highway here to make up Southwestern Heights for the Mustangs. Got to look at the Monarch starters a moment ago on offense. We can take a look at that starting lineup for the Southwestern Heights Mustangs. It'll look a little different. They have 2 starters that can't go today. So we'll run through the starting lineup and then take a look at a couple of different players who won't be able to go. The main guy, though, is Hever Mercado. Mercado is the 157-pound senior. The quarterback throwing for just shy of 800 yards in his career to go along with nearly 1,200 rushing yards. So Mercado, the senior quarterback, is joined in the backfield by the junior Memo Flores, a 5'8", 202-pound junior. Up front, they'll go with Eric Gonzalez, the 227-pound junior. Charlie Della Torre, he's the 259-pound right guard, along with Caleb Skripczyk. He's the 187-pound sophomore. Brecklin Buttry is the 213-pound 201-pound sophomore. And then Efren Natividad is the 288-pound senior. And then Jace Boost is the 5'9", 140-pound senior wide receiver. And then Damian Mercado is the 181-pound sophomore. He's usually a tight end, but they are without starting receiver Walter Ramirez. He is one of their top returning pass catchers. He is not going to play today. Neither is Isaac Castro. Castro also one of their top starters on that tight end side. So they are without two starters in this ballgame. They also are without their leading rusher or their leading receiver from a year ago. And Sergio Puentes, a senior, is out with a broken collarbone. So they are down a handful, three starters in tonight's game. Puentes has been out for a while with that injury, but the Mustangs definitely banged up coming into this one at 1-4 on the season. They finished 1-1 so far in the High Plains League. Meanwhile, of course, a member of the High Plains League with teams that include Syracuse and Lakin, and then also Sublette, Elkhart, and Stanton County. Their lone win of the season came against the Trojans from Stanton County, as they are led by head coach Matt Bell. Coach Bell is in his third season here at Southwestern Heights. Meanwhile, of course, the Monarchs still led by Coach Jay Harris. Coach Harris is in his second season as head coach for the Monarchs. They'll be in their road white uniforms, the dark blue numbers with the Monarch across the back, the dark blue helmet with the gray face mask, and the chrome cross on the side. Meanwhile, the Southwestern Heights Mustangs, the home team on the scoreboard, and they are in their home blacks with the red numbers. They have the black helmet, and they have the Mustang logo on the side. Let's look at our uniform update. It's brought to you by Phase 2 for business polos to team gear. First choice should be a Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery. No minimum order plus quick turnaround time. Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery just out Vine on 22nd Street next to Big D's Rental. Monarchs come into this one 4-1 on the season. Meanwhile, the Mustangs come in at 1-4. Southwestern Heights did not have school today, similar to TMP-Marian a week ago, in which the Monarchs didn't have school.
Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
Where they're an elementary school teacher, but if you get a chance to see any of the photos from the game or maybe catch it on Hayes Post, you'll see that the Southwestern Heights Mustang in the middle is pink. They also have the pink ribbons for cancer on the field, as well as they honor Mrs. Jennings, who they had their services here today after the elementary school teacher passed away earlier this year. Just about ready to get this one underway. The Monarchs will kick from our right to our left here in this opening quarter as Jace Welling has it teed up. It's from the north to the south. It's turned out to be a beautiful evening here at Southwestern Heights. As we welcome you aboard for this one, should be a good one, as Damian Mercado is ready to return this kick from Jace Whitling, as Whitling will kick it his way. It'll bounce inside the 10. Mercado picks it up here to the near sideline and gets stood up and knocked down. Good coverage down the field for TMP. Jace Whitling down there covering, as Mercado was able to bring it out to around the 15-yard line. And that's where Southwestern Heights will have it, just across the 15-yard line to their own 16-yard line on the opening possession of the ball game. Monarchs defensively with Higgins, Kendall Walker, and Michael Hale up front. The linebackers of Hess, Sieb, Lang, and Ginther. We'll get to the defensive secondary here in just a moment. It'll be Hever Mercado working underneath center on the very first play of the game, and it's just a quarterback sneak right up the middle, and he gets stacked up with no room to go. Mercado trying to just go right up the middle against this TMP defensive front, and Mercado had no room to go on his first carry of the contest. He came in rushing for more than 400 yards on the season and just shy of 1,200 in his career. Defensive backs are there for TMP: Andrew Schwartz, Lance Lang, Kate Harris, and Jace Whitling. They'll send a man in motion across the formation and hand it off to the first back through, and it's Milo Flores who will carry it off to that left side. And Flores with a short gain trying to work off of that right side, as TMP's Lance Lang on the bottom of that pile. And Flores picks up a couple of yards on his first carry. It's a third down opportunity now for Southwestern Heights on their opening possession of this contest, in which they have got it out to the 17-yard line on a third down play. Third down and long 8, as Mercado will work out of the shotgun. High snap that Mercado just does get. He's got pressure in his face. He's going to take off and run here to the near sideline, and he'll get to the first down. And right at the sticks, it'll be close. We'll see where they mark him as he went out of bounds shy of the 30-yard line. He got it across the 26, and it is. So you take a long look at it. It's right near the line of gain. I think he's going to be about a half a yard shy. The quarterback, Mercado, had a chance to get that first down, but he comes up about a half a yard shy. As Cade Harris was able to run him out of bounds just across that 25-yard line. Here's a fourth down play. And now they need to switch footballs for a moment. So now they're ready to go on what will be a fourth down play now from the 26-yard line. As the quarterback, Mercado, underneath center. He's calling for the snap here on a fourth down and a short on a hard count. Southwestern Heights is trying to draw TMP offside on a fourth down at about a half a yard. And now movement from Southwestern Heights. One of the offensive linemen, it looked like De La Torre moved, and a break. So it was fourth down and short, but a penalty on Southwestern Heights will move them back 5 yards, and you have to expect that they'll probably punt the football this time. Southwestern Heights doesn't like to punt the football. They also onside kick nearly every time. So this is something they really don't like to do, but TMP has forced them back to the 21 after the penalty. And now we've got another flag coming in. Southwestern Heights with an illegal substitution. Back-to-back penalties on the Mustangs. Mercado had picked up 8 yards, just shy of 8 yards on the rush. That nearly got him a first down. They also got 2 yards from Memo Flores. But they have went backwards in a hurry and given all that yardage back on a pair of penalties for 10 yards, and it's fourth down now. They're going to punt this football away. Bost. Jace Bost ready to punt this football away. Cade Harris is standing back around midfield, but this will go out of bounds inside Southwestern Heights territory, and the Monarchs are going to have great field position. So a 3 and out on their first offensive possession for the Southwestern Heights Mustangs. Gives it back to TMP for the first time in the ball game, and the Monarchs will take over the Southwestern Heights 40-yard line with 10:39 to play here in this opening quarter. So Monarchs try and jump out early on the Mustangs. Monarchs trying to get to 5-1 on the season. Monarchs, Garrett Pfeiffer along that front line with Sack, Hale, and Higgins and Hess. Monarchs had 4 wide receivers now lined up to the left side of the formation. Harris will work out of the shotgun on first down and 10. He's going to throw it left side for Whitling. Little screen. Jay's got a block from Siebel, then spun forward to the 35-yard line. And that's where he's brought down on the play. Southwestern Heights was able to get Bost up to make the play, but now before Whitling gets it inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Monarchs go with a little screen pass on first down and pick up 5 yards on the catch for Whitling. Whitling's reception now gives him a catch in 14 of his last 15 contests. On a second down here for TMP at a short 5. They'll run it out of the spread formation with side. Bryce trying to cut off that right side and falls forward for a gain of about 3. And now a second down for TMP as the Monarchs making a third down and 2 for TMP. Marcus Trejo, the freshman, Bost in there as well. First carry of the ball game for Bryce Sibe. A week ago, Sibe had 9 carries for 37 yards against the Ellis Railroaders. First third down opportunity for TMP. Snap back out of the shotgun. It's Harris. Cade will run to the right side. He's got the first down inside the 25-yard line, and they'll move the chains as Harris was able to pick up that first down. TMP will move the chains with their first down of the ball game. Had 23 first downs against the Ellis Railroaders. Harris gets TMP inside the 25-yard line down to about the 24, and a first down for the Monarchs. Southwestern Heights slow to get a defensive substitution in as the Monarchs again work out of the shotgun. Here's a quarterback sweep to the left side. Harris with another good gain as he runs through a tackler, and he's close to a first down as he'll get it down to the 14-yard line. Harris picks up a gain of 10 on the play, and he's brought down by the sophomore Parker Wirtz. And now before, he rips off 14, another first down for the TMP Monarchs as they're moving to the chain so far. Out of that spread formation. Lots more spread for TMP in the first possession offensively for the Monarchs as they worked out of that quarterback run a couple of times. Now they'll go back to the double wing for the first time. Lance Lang will go in motion to the right. He gets the handoff. Lance going to bounce it off to the right side. Stays on his feet as he hurdles a would-be tackler and gets tripped up near the 5-yard line. In fact, he'll get right to that 5-yard line. And it'll set up a second down for TMP. They can still get a first down after a gain of 7 for Lang. TMP did a nice job that time to carry it for Lang, who got it to the 5. It's actually a gain of 9. And it's second down and a short 2 for TMP. So they work at the Southwestern Heights 5-yard line. Harris will take the snap. It's a quarterback run to the left side, and Cade is in for the TMP touchdown as the Monarchs take advantage of the short field and march right down the field, covering 40 yards in just 5 plays. And the Harris touchdown puts TMP on top 6-0 as they march right down the field and take the lead. Touchdown at the 7:59 mark for TMP as Harris will score on the touchdown run. Cade Harris now with 17 career touchdown runs, and the extra points off the foot of Jace Wentling is good. And the Monarchs take a 7-0 first quarter lead as they put together an opening drive in which they covered 40 yards and did it in just 5 plays. And the Monarchs are able to jump out to an early 7-0 lead. Just 8 minutes to go here in this first quarter. A couple of Cade Harris runs, including that 5-yard touchdown. He has 21 yards already on 3 carries. Lance Lang with a good carry on that opening possession as well, as he was able to rush for 9 yards. And Wentling adds the extra point for TMP. So the Monarchs jump out to an early lead. And if you're TMP, that's what you like to see. This is an offense that has struggled in that first quarter. They've only outscored the opponent 22-18 in that first quarter through the first 5 games of the season, but drove right down the field and scored to take the early lead. A week ago, the Southwestern Heights Mustangs against Lakin scored 14 first quarter points, but trailed 24-14 through that first quarter. So Monarchs take advantage of the 5-play drive and the touchdown run to lead 7-0. Wentling again ready to kick this football away for TMP. Damian and Hever Mercado both ready to return this kickoff. Just under 8 minutes to go in this opening quarter. TMP leading 7-0 as Wentling will drive this one. It bounces as Mercado on that right side will take it, and he goes right up the middle as Damian Mercado got across the 21, close to the 24-yard line. And Jason Lang down there in coverage for TMP on the tackle. Leading 7-0. Monarchs back out there defensively. Southwestern Heights was forced into a 3-and-outs on their opening possession. They'll take over at their own 25-yard line now with 7:51 to play here in this first quarter. Mercado will work out of the shotgun. TMP shows some pressure. Here's a quarterback run to the right side and upended quickly here to the right side by Cade Harris. So Jason Lang in on the tackle as well. The quarterback Mercado trying to run off of that right side. TMP is able to stop him for a short gain of about 3 yards on the play. Last couple of years for Southwestern Heights, the Mustangs, 2 playoff berths. A year ago, they lost in the first round to Hoisington. Mercado was the focus of this offense the last 2 years. As I mentioned, he's just shy of 1,200 career rushing yards. So he works out of the shotgun with 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right here on 2nd down and 8. They'll hand it for Flores, who had the ball poked away, and TMP's got it in the backfield. It'll be Matt Hess who will come away with it. Talked about on the pregame show, how big is it for TMP to get a turnover? And so a 2-play drive results in a fumble that was lost by Memo Flores, and that's something that Flores and company have had a really rough time with this season. That is the 10th fumble already for Southwestern Heights, and it sets the Monarchs up with great field position as they will take over inside the 25-yard line. Call the Southwestern Heights 21-yard line with 7:06 to go as they'll work on a pitch here to the right side for Lance Lang. Lang tried to bounce it to the sideline, and he will stay in bounds as he tippy-toes along that far sideline and then steps out of bounds near the 15-yard line. Got a nice block out there on the right side from Mark Rack, the wide receiver. And on first down, Lang picks up close to 7 yards. He already has 16 yards on a couple of carries. Just a short pitch to that right side. TMP already leading 7-0 as we've hit the 7-minute mark here in this first quarter. It's the second Monarch offensive drive of this first quarter. Zach Mice will be the wide receiver to the right side. Whitling already with a reception to the left as they'll work out of the I formation from the 15-yard line. Here's a play-action pass. Harris to throw, and he's got Jace Lang on the right side, who slips the tackle. He'll get the first down inside the 10-yard line, and they'll spot him down to the 8. So Jace Lang with his first reception goes for 7 yards on the play. And TMP with another first down on this drive as the Monarchs are able to move the sticks on that reception for Jace Lang. A week ago, Lang was able to haul in a couple of receptions for 40 yards against Ellis. That was after a career game in which he had 3 catches for 56 yards in the win over Syracuse, but there was a penalty on TMP. So it'll move the Monarchs back to the 20-yard line, so basically giving the yardage back on the penalty. Here's a second down play. They'll run it with a left side dive play right behind the guard for Lance Lang. As Lang was able to get some of that penalty yardage back. As he'll get it to the 15-yard line. So back to where they were a moment ago after Lang picks up a short gain of 4. Here's a third down play for TMP following the penalty. Play action. Harris looking to throw. He'll air it out left side of the end zone. Whitling goes up and hauls it in for the touchdown. As the Monarchs will strike on the touchdown from 16 yards out and take a 2-score lead as TMP leads now 13-0 as Harris finds Jace Whitling in the corner of the end zone for the 16-yard touchdown pass. Whitling already with a pair of receptions and hauls in his 3rd touchdown catch of the season. So the Monarchs able to take advantage of a 3-play drive that time and get the touchdown. Whitling on for the extra points, and he boots it through again. And the TMP-Marian Monarchs have 2 touchdown drives and 2 different touchdowns here in this first quarter. They've ran a total of 8 offensive plays and lead 14-0 with just under 6 minutes to play here in this opening quarter as Harris found Whitling in that left corner of the end zone for a 16-yard touchdown reception. The Monarchs are out to a 2-score lead. TMP-Marian Athletics brought to you in part by Next Tech, Midwest Energy, also brought to you by Gibbs Auto Supply and Steel Fabrications. Monarchs with a pair of touchdown drives. The first one covered 40 yards. The second one after the fumble covered just 21 yards, and they've ran 8 plays and are already out to a 14-0 lead here in this opening quarter. So Monarchs been able to take advantage of defensive forced turnovers all year long. They have now forced a turnover in every game so far, and outside of last week against Ellis, they forced a fumble in every game so far in this season so far, as we're into week number 5. I mentioned the turnovers for Southwestern Heights an issue. Southwestern Heights already with 16 turnovers on the season. That is their 10th lost fumble. Whitling to kick it again. This is a high short kick and will be taken up by Hever Mercado on that left side. He started right up the middle, and Mercado bounces off the would-be tackler, then gets brought down right around the 20-yard line. Whitling and Lang, Jace combine on that tackle. Jace Whitling and Jace Lang combine on that tackle, and Hever Mercado brings it across the 15 out to the 20-yard line. Southwestern Heights will have it, trailing by 14 with 5:52 to play here in this opening quarter. Mustangs come out of the shotgun. Flores, who fumbled on that last possession, the left hip of the quarterback, Mercado. They'll set a man in motion, and they'll hand it forward. It's Damian Mercado. He gets bear hugged and brought down after a short gain as Lance Lang from his defensive back position running the alley makes a nice tackle. Damian Mercado picks up a couple of yards on first down. So they get it to the 22-yard line. Damian Mercado had lost a couple of fumbles and just 12 carries this season. That's his 13th, again without one of their leading receivers and rushers. In fact, without two of their leading receivers. Here's a second down and long play. Mercado has time. Quarterback going to roll to the right with a flag coming in. Here's pressure coming from side. Mercado's got the first down as he'll get across the 30-yard line. Siebel and Whitling go tumbling out of bounds with the quarterback, Hever Mercado. As it stands right now, it's a gain of 10. Now this is coming back. It's a penalty. Mercado had time, but that was because his offensive line up front was holding. This penalty will be the third on Southwestern Heights for 20 yards. And it moves it back. They had it at the 22-yard line. It's now to the 10-yard line. Actually, they'll spot it back to the 5-yard line. They had it at the 20, just shy of the 23-yard line. And that penalty on a hold, on a scramble by the quarterback, Mercado, backs them all the way back to their own 5-yard line. Southwestern Heights has three wide receivers to the right side of the formation, one to the left side on 2nd and 25 from their own 6-yard line. TMP showing blitz here on a second down play. Mercado works out of the shotgun. He's looking to his right. It's a quarterback draw. He's going to take off and run. Got by a man at the line of scrimmage, but then will get brought down just across the 10-yard line as Lang and Mark Rack make the tackle. And we've got another stoppage on the play. It stands now. Mercado got it to the 11-yard line. Monarchs decline the block of the back penalty. So Mercado will get some of that penalty yardage back. So picks up about 5 on the play. And it brings the ball to the 11 on another third down play for Southwestern Heights. With under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, TMP leading 14-0. So Mustangs will work out of the shotgun. That was a gain of 5 on the play for the quarterback, Mercado. And now here's a third down play. He's looking to pass. He's got time. He'll step up, air it to the left side, and he underthrew it and nearly intercepted. Andrew Schwartz turned into the receiver that time, but couldn't haul it in. Jake Boss, the senior, was the intended receiver up that left sideline, but Andrew Schwartz, after 2 great plays in the end zone against Ellis a week ago, makes another big play here defensively. That ball was basically intended for him as he almost could have brought in that interception. Instead, it's an incomplete pass. And now it's a 4th down coming up here for Southwestern Heights. They have a 3 and out, a 2-play drive in which they fumbled on the second play. And now it looks like they're ready to punt this football again with Bost. TMP loads the line, and this is a kick that was off the side of the foot. Not sure if the Monarchs got a piece of that, but it was a kick that goes out of bounds, and not a great kick. So it'll go out of bounds at the Southwestern Heights 25-yard line. And following the punt, TMP's going to have good field position again. Last drive, they took over the Southwestern Heights 21 following the fumble, and now following that punt that went out of bounds inside Southwestern Heights 25-yard line. Monarchs will have it, I'll say, out at the 26-yard line. on a first down and 10, already leading 14-0. Monarchs with Kate Harris underneath center. This is the three-back formation. Harris is going to run the option, pitches it right side for Lang. Got a block from Rack as Lang will slip a tackle on the right side, stays on his feet as he'll fight to the goal line, and he's in for the TMP touchdown. From 25 yards out, Lance Lang will score as Lang puts TMP atop by 3 scores with his second rushing touchdown in his many weeks as he puts TMP on top now by that 20-0 scores. He scores from 25 yards out. So Monarchs get the touchdown run from Lance Lang with his 3rd career touchdown. That was a nice option play to the right side, and Mark Rack with a good block out there from his wide receiver position. Set him up for the end zone. And TMP now to add the extra point here off the foot of Whitling, and this one is going to be no good. He pulled it to the left on that attempt, but TMP will lead 20-0 early on here in this ball game. We're just under midway through this first quarter. So Monarchs with a 1-play scoring drive that time. 4:25 to play in this first quarter. Get the Lance Lang touchdown run from 25 yards out on that right side option, and the Monarchs on top here, 20-0 over the Southwestern Heights Mustangs. Monarchs so far have a 5-play, 40-yard drive in which they scored on that touchdown on a run for Kate Harris from 5 yards out. Monarchs then got a turnover on the fumble and would score on a 3-play drive that covered 21 yards. That was a 16-yard pass from Kate Harris to Jace Whitling, and then after the poor punt in which it went out of bounds at the 26-yard line on a 1-play, it was a touchdown run for Lang. And the Monarchs missed the extra point that time, but still on top now, 20-0 over the Southwestern Heights Mustangs. Offensively, TMP has ran 9 plays and have 3 touchdowns. Whitling again ready to kick this one off. Southwestern Heights waiting about the 5, inside the 5-yard line. There's Hever and Damian Mercado. Whitling ready to kick it away. Another line drive kick, and this one will go into the end zone for a touchback. Touchback for Whitling is number 7 on the season. Had a touchback a week ago. And now with 4:25 to play in this first quarter, Southwestern Heights will take over at their own 20-yard line. Mentioned quarterback Mercado was the big focal point of this offense. And without his leading receiver, and Walter Ramirez, the senior, in this one. He's without 3 starters in this contest. Motion man is Damon Mercado. Another high snap. Mercado, the quarterback, will pull it in. Now he goes up the middle, and Mercado slips a tackle as he's got a big run here to the 40. He's going to get to midfield and be knocked out of bounds by Mark Rack. But now before Mercado picks up the biggest play of the contest as he will get the first down. It's the first down of the ball game for Southwestern Heights with 4:12 to play here in this first quarter. They will spot him out of bounds at, looks like, the TMP 35-yard line. He'll rip off a gain of 46 on the play. And again, a first down. 62 yards already on 5 carries for the quarterback, Hever Mercado, the senior quarterback. High formation now. First play in the TMP defensive side of the field for Southwestern Heights. Here's Flores. Memo Flores falls forward for about a half a yard. Matt Hess helped to bring him down. Also got help from Michael Hale up front. And Flores, it's maybe a yard on his third carry. Now for 5 yards. He does have that one fumble in the contest. Southwestern Heights inside TMP territory for the first time of the game as they'll work on a second down and 10 from the 34 inside TMP territory. Monarchs show pressure. Here's play action. Mercado running out of time as he'll roll to the right. Now throw it late, and he's got Damian Mercado. He's got the catch inside the 30. He'll get a first down as Jace Whitling will bring him out of bounds. But not before they get another first down. So 2 straight first downs here for the Southwestern Heights Mustangs as they will get it down Looks like out about the TMP 18-yard line, so a gain of 16 on the play as Mercado is able to find Damian Mercado for the first down catch. And it's the second first down of this drive with 3:30 to go in the first quarter. TMP leading 20-0, but Southwestern Heights is driving. Here's a draw as the quarterback Mercado will take it right up the middle on a quarterback draw. Siebel and Hale actually make it Hess make the tackle at the 11-yard line. Hector Mercado picks up 6 on his 6th carry for 68 yards. He has the biggest play of the game, that 46-yard run a moment ago here on this drive. So clock hits 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. TMP with a 20-0 lead, but Southwestern Heights is driving. Under 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. 2 wide receivers to each side. Monarchs again bring blitz right up the middle. Mercado's looking to his left, now running out of time. As here comes Siebel, a little pump fake. He got away from one man, now we'll throw it away, and nobody's home. That was a good job by Mercado to get away from Siebel. Then also good pressure from Kendall Walker, the freshman. Both got in the backfield but couldn't bring him down as Mercado was able to get away from the pressure and now forces a second down and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mercado 1 of 3 passing so far in the contest. They'll send 2 wide receivers, now 3 wide receivers to the left side of the formation, 1 to the right. Mercado, he's just going to take it that way. It's a quarterback sweep, got a block, and tried to cut off that block, slips a tackle, and a nice gain here for Mercado. So he'll get inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line, so he'll pick up 3 more and go over 70 yards rushing in the contest. That was a 3rd down and 4. He picks up 3, and now a 4th down play coming up for Southwestern Heights. They've got a pair of first downs on this drive. So the wide receiver here to the right side of the formation. It's Ratzlaff who's in as a wide receiver. And Mercado will work underneath center as they bunch up that offensive line. Now hand it left side, and a good job by Lang and company to bring him down. It'll be awful close, but I don't think he got there. In fact, he will not get there. Good job by TMP. They tried to hand it to Rodrigo Sanchez. Tried to bounce it to that left side, and he didn't get there. Monarchs read it. Lang again with a nice play. Got some help from Hale as well. Tried to run that little handoff across the formation on the first carry for Sanchez. It's just his 2nd career carry. And he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. So a turnover on downs gives it to TMP. After that drive looked like it was going to result in some points for Southwestern Heights, it stalls on the turnover on downs, and TMP will have it for the first time inside their own territory at their own 9 with 1:55 to play in this first quarter. Monarchs lead 20-0. Fran had just 9 offensive plays. So work out of the shotgun. Harris is going to run the quarterback sweep here to the left side as he's got blockers in front. Harris from the 9 is able to get it on first down and 10 out to the 15 as he'll pick up a gain of 6 on the play. Stacked up by a couple of different players for Southwestern Heights, including Memo Flores, who helped to make that tackle. Now 2nd down and 4, ball from the TMP 15-yard line. The 4th carry of the game here for Cade Harris. Already has a 5-yard touchdown run. Back to the spread again with Harris out of the shotgun and 2 wide receivers to each side. On 2nd down and 4, Harris looking to pass. He looked one way, now he'll go back the other way, take off and run, and gets tripped up trying to take off and run right up the middle. One of those defensive linemen was able to get a piece of him. The junior Eric Gonzalez tripped him up. Harris gets a yard, and now it's 3rd down and 3. He looked to the left and came back to the right. Nobody was open. Decided to take off and run, and Harris just did, Gonzalez just did get Harris around the leg. As Skripsik, Del Torre, Natividad, and Gonzalez, those 4 down linemen, they really run a 4-4. And then drop everybody in pass coverage on a 3rd down and short. TMPU trying to run it off that right side and getting it to the 19. Actually, they'll spot it at about the 18-yard line. It's not going to be enough. It looks like it'll be awful close for a first down. They'll look at it, but they did not get there. Just trying to run it off that right side. I think they will measure to see how close TMP is. So bring the sticks in here from the TMP sideline. 20 seconds to play in this first quarter. And the Monarchs are going to get the first down, so they convert on a first down by about the length of the nose of the football. So they're able to convert on their third straight third down conversion, and the Monarchs move the chains. So get it to the 18-yard line. They started at the Southwestern Heights 40, 21-26, and now they're on 9. With 15 seconds to go in this first quarter clock, leading 20-0. Monarchs will send a wide receiver to each side as they go to the double wing formation. Harris will work underneath center, Symes the fullback behind him. Here on a first down and 10 play. Lang will go in motion, and it will be a pitch behind Lance Lang, and the ball's on the field, but Lance is able to pick it up as time expires here in this first quarter. Monarchs able to avoid a huge play that could have gave Southwestern Heights the football inside the red zone, but they lose 8 on the fumble as the first quarter comes to an end. Monarchs score 3 times here in the first quarter, lead 20-0 as we head to the second quarter, and the Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Monarchs scored a touchdown. Monarchs scored a touchdown on their first 3 offensive drives, leading 20-0 as we start this second quarter. And they have the football after that loss of 8 on the fumble, back to their own 10-yard line, facing a second down and 18. They had got it all the way to the 18-yard line at a first down, but a pitch behind Lance Lang on the running play to the right side. Lang was able to jump on it, but now TMP facing a second down and long 18. Here's a little pitch forward for Lance Lang, or rather Jace Lang. He'll try to get to the corner. Got a block from Whitling as he will stay in bounds. They spot him down around the 10-yard line is it. So back to the line of scrimmage. And that's pretty much it for Jace Lang. Jace's second catch. It is a forward pitch, so it's actually a pass. Jace had that 7-yard reception earlier. That is a pass when you hand it forward or pitch it forward. Here's a big third down play coming up for TMP. They had converted on 3 straight third downs, but that loss of 8 a moment ago, with 11:20 to go here in this first half, leading 20-0. Harris to pass. He'll throw it left side, and he's got Chase Whitling who will make the catch, slip a tackle and get across the 20-yard line. It's not enough for a first down as he fights for picked up about 14 on the play, but it's still short. Actually spotted just across the 20 to the 21. So officially it's a gain of 11 on the play for Whitling, who already has his third catch of the contest for 32 yards. He has that 16-yard touchdown reception, and now on fourth down, Monarchs facing a 4th down and 5. 4th and a long 5 from the 21. It's actually closer to 4th and 8. Looks like they will punt this football away. Whitling, TMP punter, Waits on the snap, and here's a line drive kick that'll bounce and be picked up on the hop by Southwestern Heights return man with a flag on the play across the 45 into TMP territory and up to the TMP 48-yard line is Hever Mercado, but that flag all the way back to the 37-yard line, right where he touched that football. That's a block in the back penalty on Southwestern Heights. Monarchs will take the penalty. And Southwestern Heights is going to have great field position at the TMP 48. The 15-yard penalty, it's a spot foul from the 37-yard line. So a break for TMP after the good return by Hever Mercado. We've seen Mercado break a couple of plays, show off his good speed. They have 35 penalty yards on 4 penalties in the contest to the Mustangs. TMP 10:18 to go here in this opening half of football. On top, 20-0. And the penalty moves Southwestern Heights to their own 27-yard line. Just across the 26 with 10:18 to play here in this now in the first half. We go with an I formation and double tights. TMP showing a little bit of pressure. They'll hand it right side for Memo Flores, and Flores moves forward to the Southwestern Heights 29-yard line for a stacked up on the play. Lang and Harris in on that tackle for TMP. Ball to the 29. So Flores gets 2 on his 4th carry of the contest. Now with 7 rushing yards from Memo Flores. He does have that fumble. Came in averaging right around 5 yards per carry. Southwestern Heights on a 2nd down and 8, looking to pass as Mercado. Time running out, and it's going to be a sack for Lance Lang on a delayed blitz. Came right up the middle and gets his first career sack as he was able to tackle Mercado back to the 20-yard line. It's a loss of 9 on the play as Lang came free on the blitz, and now it's 3rd down and long, back to the 29-yard line for a first down. They have to get it to the 37-yard line on that loss of 9. It's the first sack of the contest, and as I mentioned, the first sack of the career of Lance Lang. The junior came free on the blitz. Mercado looking to pass on a 3rd down and long, running out of time. He's going to take off and roll to the right. Now he's going to throw it late, and he just sails it out of bounds on that Southwestern Heights sideline. Great coverage downfield by the Monarchs secondary. Forces the errant pass. Mercado just 1 of 4 passing in the ball game for those 16 yards. And now it's 4th down after the incomplete pass. From the 20-yard line. We'll see Jace Bost ready to punt this football. TMP's Kate Harris stands right around the 45-yard line in Monarch territory. Bost with a low line drive kick that again goes out of bounds inside Southwestern Heights territory. TMP's going to start in Mustang territory. The official will spot it out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So another 3 and outs for Southwestern Heights, and the Monarchs will take over at the Mustang 37-yard line with 8:55 to play in this first half. Monarchs on top 20-0. Scored on their first 3 offensive possessions and a punt their last time after that fumble that backed them up. Now they'll send 4 wide receivers to the left side of the formation. Harris will take off and run on the quarterback draw, and he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be brought down. That may be a loss on the play. So he got some pressure in his face. Charlie Del Torre came away with that tackle for loss. They faked the screen to the left side, like they did to Whitling in that first quarter. They tried to run the quarterback draw to the right side, and Del Torre, the defensive tackle, read it well, and the sophomore made the tackle on the TMP sophomore quarterback. Schwartz will be the wide receiver to the right side, Whitling to the left as they go to the I formation on 2nd down and 11. Southwestern Heights bringing guys to the line of scrimmage. TMP with a pump fake. Harris is going to air it out right side, and he overshot Schwartz. Late pressure knocked Harris down. So he sailed that one to the right side. Andrew Schwartz was open on this right side, just off the mark. That is the first incomplete pass of the game for Cade Harris. He completed his first 5 passes for 40 yards, but he misses on that right side to Schwartz, and now it'll bring up 3rd down and 11. The Monarchs had converted on their first 3 third downs, but were unable to convert that last time and had to punt. Here's a 3rd down and 11. Harris out of the shotgun. He'll throw it left side, and it's off the hands of Lang, an incomplete pass. Lance Lang, the intended receiver, as he's defended nicely by Hever Mercado, and it's incomplete. Harris has missed on 2 straight. Mercado made a good defensive play that time. And now from the Southwestern Heights 38-yard line. We'll see what the Monarchs decide to do at the 7:59 mark. They've ran a little more than a minute off of this second quarter clock, leading 20-0. They make it 7:59 to go. And they work on a 4th down and 11. Harris out of the shotgun. Cade on 4th down and 11. He's going to air it out deep down the middle. He's got Whitling open, and Jace will go up and haul it in for the touchdown. As the Monarchs, for the second time here in this opening half, will strike on the touchdown. A deep touchdown pass from Cade Harris to Jace Whitling. This one goes for 39 yards, and TMP adds a 4th first-half touchdown to lead 26-0 on the 39-yard score. So Whitling hauls in his 2nd touchdown catch of the contest. Cade Harris with his 2nd touchdown pass. He's got 13 in his career now. So Whitling's on to attempt the extra points. And the kick to the south, or rather to the north, is good. TMP on 4th down is able to score on the touchdown pass. Monarchs the 37-yard touchdown drive, which it took 4 plays, and they convert on 4th down. It's a 2nd deep touchdown pass of the contest from Harris to Whitling. This one makes it 27-0. 7:52 to play in this first half. Harris found Whitling for 16 yards in that first quarter. This one goes for 39 yards. Last week, those two also connected on a touchdown. Whitling had 3 catches for 95 yards. That matched his career high in both categories of 3 catches for, it was actually his season high, rather. It matched his season high. But already with a couple of touchdowns here in this contest. That's your new season highs, as he had previously had touchdown catches against Oakley and Ellis. Now he's got 2 here in this one as TMP takes a 27-0 lead with 7:52 to play in this first half. Both Damien and Hever Mercado waiting on the kick from Whitling. Jace line drive kick. This will be Damien Mercado right around the 5-yard line. Takes it up that far number and up that far to hash mark. Does a nice job to keep his feet going. It looked like he was going to be stopped around the 25, but got a couple of extra yards on the play and chew in on the tackle. Also, Peyton Schwartz in there as well. They spot it just shy of the 30-yard line. Southwestern Heights will take over the TMP 29-yard line. To their last drive went 3 and out. There's 7:42 to play in this opening half of football. Mercado with the read option. He's going to keep it himself and be brought down across the 30. They spot him out to the 34-yard line. They ran the read option, and the Monarch big man up front, led by Kendall Walker, the freshman, read it from the get-go and tackled Flores, but quarterback Mercado pulled it in and was able to pick up about 4 yards on the play, as it brings him just shy of the 35-yard line as Mercado runs that read option to perfection with 7:10 and counting here in this first half. Monarchs leading 27-0. Here's Flores on a run to the right side, and Flores will be wrapped up by Kenton Ginther across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And now 2nd down and 4. Under 7 minutes to go here in this first half. It's been all TMP. Flores picks up 2 more. Has 9 yards on 5 carries. 6:40 and counting. It's 3rd down and 3. Facing Southwestern Heights. They don't have a first down on 3rd down yet, so work out of the shotgun. It's a snap back to the quarterback, Mercado. He's just going to take off and run with it himself, and he'll get across the 40, and he's got enough to convert on the first down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 5 as they move the chains. That's already the 10th carry of the contest for 71 yards for the quarterback, Mercado. 46 of those yards coming on 1 play. Also had a run of 6 yards. Now 46 of those coming on just 1 play. We close in on 6 minutes to go here in this first half. It's 27-0 in favor of TMP on a first down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Mercado running the quarterback sweep to the left side. He tried to cut it back up inside. And good job by TMP's outside linebacker, Matt Hess, as he cut that back up inside. Mercado still picks up close to 3.5, 4 yards, just shy of the 45. So give him 3 on the carry. But Hess stops him for that short game. They tried to just basically send a couple of blockers out in front of the quarterback sweep if he tried to cut it back up inside. 5.5 to go here in this first half. TMP on top 27-0. Southwestern Heights works out of the shotgun. Snap, they'll hand it off as they run it right up the middle to the second back through. And the Monarchs able to stack Mercado up this time. Mercado, actually, they'll go with Rodrigo Sanchez with his second carry of the contest. Gets him across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. So Sanchez picks up 2 on the play before he's brought down by the middle of that TMP defense. And now a 3rd down and 4 from the 47. They have to get it into the TMP territory down to about the 48-yard line. Mercado bobbled the snap. Here's a quarterback draw. He's going to take off and run. He's got the first down into TMP territory, and Wintling tries to bring him down as Jace nearly had him slip away, but he's able to get down to the TMP 37-yard line. The quarterback, Mercado, with a little bit of running room as he kind of flips the field a little bit. They were at their own 47-yard line, and he's able to get it to the TMP 37 on a gain of 21 on the play. So he picked up about actually just shy of 21 yards. So 94 yards on 12 carries for the quarterback, Mercado, and another first down. So he'll work out of the shotgun again. They go double tight formation, hand it for Memo Flores, who had a man at his feet, but he gets free. Goes to that right side, and we'll get it to the TMP 32-yard line. Memo Flores picks up a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down and 6. Closing in on 4 minutes to go here in this opening half of football. Monarchs lead 27-0. So they work again out of that double tight formation, the I formation, and they'll hand it for the fullback off that left side, and TMP able to stop him at the 30-yard line. Schwartz and Langen on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 for Sanchez. And now it's 3rd down and 4. So quickly back to the line of scrimmage with 3.5 to go here in this second quarter. Facing another 3rd down. They'll hand it for Memo Flores. Right side Flores. He's not going to get the first down. He tried to cut it off that right side and got stacked up. TMP's not volleying the junior, helping in on that tackle. He gets to the TMP 28-yard line, so he picks up 2, does Memo Flores, and now here's a big 4th down coming up. They're just 1 of 6 on 3rd down. Trying to convert here on 4th down. They have 1 conversion and 3, make it 2 attempts. This will be their 3rd attempt at it on 4th down. Took a long time getting the play from the sideline. Wide receiver to each side. Monarch faithful here to the near side, coming to life a little bit on a 4th down play. They need 2 yards. High snap. Mercado, the quarterback, has got the first down, then ran into his own blocker as he goes close to the 21-yard line. So he's going to have enough for the first down. That's a gain of 7. As Walker from his defensive line position helped to make that tackle, but now before the quarterback picks up 7 yards, and for Mercado, that gives him 101 yards on 13 carries, and another first down as they convert for the second time on 4th down. Driving is Southwestern Heights as they get it to the TMP 20-yard line, and they run it left side. Memo Flores is going to take it into for a touchdown. Flores, after that left side, was able to break free at the line of scrimmage and take it in for a 20-yard touchdown. So Memo Flores gets his 3rd career touchdown, 2nd of the season. This one from 20 yards out, and Southwestern Heights is on the board of the Memo Flores touchdown run. Comes with 2:20. So it's 2:37 to play in this first quarter. TMP's lead is now 27-6. Southwestern Heights will line up and go forward on this 2-point play. Hand it for Rodriguez Sanchez, and he gets stacked up and won't get there. 27-6, TMP with the lead. But a good drive put together for Southwestern Heights. It's a 6-play touchdown drive. So they drove down the field. They took over the TMP 29-yard line. And were able to convert on 4th down a couple of different times. And get the touchdown for Memo Flores, who's got 35 yards now on 8 carries thanks to that 20-yard touchdown run. He just ran off of that left side, broke an ankle tackle at the line of scrimmage. Flores at 220 pounds, the junior. He's not Mason Gottschalk or Connor Pfeiffer, but he's got the size at 5'8" and 220 pounds. The junior has got that low center of gravity, and the Monarchs' arm tackle was unsuccessful at the line of scrimmage. Southwestern Heights is able to make it a TMP lead of just 21 now at 27-26 with 2:37 to play here in this first half. Monarchs have all the hands people within about 15 yards, make it 10 yards of the 50-yard line. Southwestern Heights kicks it onside every time. They were 2 of 5 against Lakin a week ago. As Charlie Del Torre, the sophomore, has it teed up. Before that, against Cimarron at a 52-8 loss, they didn't get a single one. Here's the onside kick that will bounce off a TMP-Marian Monarch. Ball still on the field as there's a fight for it in Southwestern Heights territory. It looked like for a moment TMP had a man on it, and Southwestern Heights will get it. It bounced off a frontline TMP blocker. I think it was Ginther who had that block off, or bounce off of him. Michael Hale nearly came away with it, and so the onside kick will give it back to Southwestern Heights. They get the onside kick every time, and that was a perfect bounce. That was not handled well for TMP, and now Southwestern Heights with the officials talking things over here with 2:35 to play in this first quarter. Here's what the discussion is as the White Hat doesn't give us a signal. They just talk things over, and Southwestern Heights will have it at their own 47-yard line with 2:35 to play following the onside kick here in this first half. The Monarchs' lead is 27-21. Here's a handout trying to run off of that left side, and Sanchez is stacked up at the TMP 48-yard line. He picks up 5 on the carry. Rodriguez Sanchez, the freshman, had just 1 yard on 1 carry coming into the freshman, but again, they're without Walter Ramirez, the senior, without Isaac Castro. Castro was there, one of their leading returning offensive players from a year ago, but he's not playing in tonight's ball game. And now Sanchez, who was lined up as a wide receiver, will go back into the backfield with Mercado and Memo Flores. Play action, pressure coming, and Lang will bring him down. Jace Lang on the sack brought Mercado down for his second, make it 3rd sack of the season. As Jace came free from that right side, they'll give him forward progress. Back to the 44-yard line. It's the second TMP sack of the game. as Jace Lang gets his 4th career sack, 3rd of the season. And now they're back to their own 43-yard line and facing a 3rd down and 14 from the make it 44-yard line inside Mustang territory. Another draw and taking off is Mercado looking for running room as he'll cut across the right side, and he's got a huge gain. Mercado with a foot race to the right side as he will try and outrun the TMP defense and get shoved out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The quarterback, Hever Mercado, has got another big gain. He's already over 100 yards rushing in the contest. Spot him out of bounds inside the TMP 10-yard line. On a 3rd down and long, I'll mark him all the way to the TMP 6. It's a run of 51 for Mercado and a 1st down as they will move the chains and set him up a 1st down and goal. TMP leads 27-6 with 1:04 to go, but Southwestern Heights got a touchdown from Flores to get the onside kick, and now they will hand it off as Sanchez off that left side is stopped inside the 5-yard line. Actually spot him right at the 5, so it'll be a gain of 3 for Ramirez. 2nd down and goal from the 5. As Mercado will work out of the shotgun following his 51-yard run to set him up 1st down and goal. Pressure coming. It's Memo Flores right side, and Flores fighting for the goal line. He gets stacked up, and he's not going to get there. Good job by TMP's defense. Lang and company able to stretch him to the right side. Shoemaker in on that tackle as well with under 35 seconds to go in this 1st half. We get a timeout taken by Southwestern Heights. TMP was cruising on top 27-0, but a touchdown run from 20 yards for Flores. They get the onside kick. Then Mercado had that 51-yard run. So he has 156 1st half rushing yards. And they're down to about the TMP 5-yard line. So they get the timeout taken here. Comes with 33 seconds to go here in this opening half. Monarchs, a couple of passing touchdowns from Harris to Wentling. The 25-yard touchdown for Lance Lang on the ground. Harris added a 5-yard touchdown run to start the scoring for the Monarchs. Monarch Athletics brought to you by Heartland Building Center, Hayes Kalon, Discount Siding and Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker. Monarchs on top, 27-6 with 33 seconds to play here in this 1st half, but Southwestern Heights trying to cut this deficit in half. Out of the timeouts, Mustangs will send a wide receiver to each side. Mercado will work out of the shotgun with Sanchez and Flores and the shotgun. Mercado on a goal-to-go play here out of the shotgun. He'll hand it for Flores. Left side, Flores is going to be hit and stopped. Good play up front. Kendall Walker for TMP stops Flores right near the line of scrimmage. And no gain. They ran it with Flores, tried to go with the 202-pound junior back, and he can't get there. And Southwestern Heights, I think, is going to let this clock run down and take the timeout with 1 second to go. It's 4th down and goal from the TMP 5, and Southwestern Heights will take their final timeout of the 1st half. Trying to cut this deficit in half. Monarchs raced out to a 27-0 lead, scored 20 first quarter points. But leading 27-0, Southwestern Heights was able to put together a 6-play touchdown drive. Got a big 46-yard run in that 1st half for Mercado. He's already over 150 yards rushing. He's got runs of 46, 20, and also then that 51-yard run. Already has 14 carries in the contest. out of that timeout. We'll have one more play, barring a penalty in this first half. TMP leading 27-6. Southwestern Heights has got a 4th and goal to go from the TMP 6. As Mercado will work out of the shotgun, and I think TMP's going to take the timeout. Didn't like what they saw from Southwestern Heights, so TMP will take the timeout. Southwestern Heights, the Mustangs, had a group of wide receivers to the left side of the formation. So they elect to take the timeout and talk things over. Of course, at halftime, we'll take a look at some scores from around the area on our Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. We'll also bring you some of the final first half numbers, and then we'll also get a look at happenings around Thomas More Prep Marion, part of our halftime show. Stay tuned for that. Monarchs trying to hold on to this lead. So far, Southwestern Heights has found a little bit of success running the football. A week ago, TMP struggled against the run. Monarchs against Ellis gave up 251 rushing yards. That was one off a season high against Oakley week 1, in which the Plainsmen had 252 yards. Now, of course, a lot of that was Ethan Abel, who rushed for 227 yards, but still, Monarchs have struggled against the run. They gave up 2 100-yard rushers a week ago in Gottschalk and Pfeiffer, and they've given one up here, so 5 100-yard rushers so far this season allowed for TMP. Be the final play of this first half. Southwestern Heights, Heather Mercado talking with the head official following the TMP timeout. Got a 4th and goal to go. They'll send 3 wide receivers, now 4 wide receivers to the right side of the formation. Mercado will work out of the shotgun. He's rolling to his right. Mercado's got time now. He's going to try and take off and run to the right side as he will fight for the goal line, and he will not get there as TMP will hold to end the first half. So the Monarchs are able to keep him off the scoreboard to end the first half. But Southwestern Heights found a little something on the ground as they nearly cut this lead in half. TMP, though, stands tough defensively to end the first half, and they lead 27-6 as we head to the timeouts and the halftime break as the Monarchs lead Southwestern Heights 27-6 on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Shelter Insurance, Dustin Shoemaker. Compare your coverage today at CompareMyCoverage.com. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
TMP-Marian Monarchs at halftime lead the Southwestern Heights Mustangs 27-6 as we welcome you in on our halftime show brought to you by Eagle Radio Digital Marketing. Monarchs would get out to a quick start as they would waste no time on their first offensive possession, putting together a 5-play drive that covered 40 yards and was capped off by a Kate Harris 5-yard touchdown run. And then the Monarchs would force a fumble and get the football right back 2 plays later and would score then and cap off a 3-play 21-yard drive on the touchdown run. Actually, it was a touchdown pass. This time, Harris found Jace Wentling for the 16-yard touchdown pass. That made it 14-7 after the extra point. For Southwestern Heights on their third offensive possession, they would punt the football back to TMP on another 3 and outs, and the Monarchs would take advantage of the short field position in which they would cover 26 yards in just 2 plays. It was a touchdown run of 25 yards from Lance Lang that would, it was actually just 1 play of 25 yards for Lang for the touchdown. Extra point was no good, but TMP still in control through the first quarter with 4:22 to play at that point, leading 20-0. Monarchs would get another score midway through the second quarter on a Harris to Wentling pass on 4th down from 39 yards out that made it 27-0 after the extra point. But then Southwestern Heights was able to find a little success running the football as the Southwestern Heights Mustangs would lean on their quarterback, Hever Mercado. He was able to drive them down the field, and they would score on a 6-play drive that made it 27-6. It was actually Memo Flores that scored the touchdown, but you had that big run on the play of 51 yards for Hever Mercado. And then after getting the onside kick, Southwestern Heights was driving again, but they were forced into the quarter timeouts thanks to a great play defensively for TMP. Southwestern Heights headed down to the Monarch 5-yard line, but the Monarchs were able to stand tough defensively and get the stop there before the goal line on the run attempt. So again, here at halftime, it's a 27-6 lead for the TMP-Marian Monarchs, trying to move to 5-1. While Southwestern Heights trying to put an end to a 4-game losing streak. They are 1-4 on the season. Monarchs in control of this one, leading 27-6. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll get a look at some of the first half numbers as the Monarchs lead at halftime, 27-6. So the Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy. Yeah, I don't know if that kick was blocked or if it was just really bad. I didn't think they got a piece of it, but I can't tell from here. So I think they thought it was blocked, so he must have got it.
Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K-Lawn, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
At the TMP girls golf program, but unable to secure that interview so far this year. So unable to bring you that preview. We'll hope to continue our halftime spotlights next week. Well, we do have an opportunity here at halftime of this matchup between the Monarchs and the Mustangs, with TMP leading 27-6. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the first half numbers. And Southwestern Heights outgains TMP 220 to 143 yards, but the Monarchs again have a short field position all game long. They started at the Southwestern Heights 40, 21, 26, and 37. They also started at their own 9, but went on a drive in which they ended up punting the football on a 3-and-out. For Southwestern Heights, they put up 204 yards rushing, thanks in large part to 156 yards on 14 carries for the quarterback, Hever Mercado. They also, he by the way, had that 151-yard run that set them up with great field position. Memo Flores had the 20-yard touchdown run. They also get 14 yards on the ground from Rodrigo Sanchez. Mercado goes 104 passing for 16 yards to Damian Mercado in that first half. For TMP, they get 79 yards passing on a 5 of 7 first half pass attempts for Cade Harris for 79 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, one of 16 yards, one of 39 yards, both to Jace Willing. Meanwhile, Harris has 27 yards on 6 carries and a 5-yard touchdown run. Lance Lang with 6 carries for 37 yards. Bryce Sabb carried it one time for 3 yards. And also, by the way, 2 catches for Jace Lang, one of 7 and then 0 yards. So 7 reception yards on 2 catches in that first half for Jace Lang. I mentioned Jace Willing. Willing with that 39-yard touchdown reception has 71 yards receiving on 4 receptions in the contest so far. Monarchs able to take advantage of a fumble on offense for Southwestern Heights, and they would score on their second offensive possession. That was that Lang touchdown run. Southwestern Heights did get an onside kick, though, and drove down inside the TMP 5, but the quarter came to an end. Monarchs lead 27-6 here at the break. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back and take a look at happenings at Thomas More Prep Marian as the Monarchs lead here at halftime, 27-6, and the Monarch Sports Network is powered by Hertz Physical Therapy. Wow, Colby leads Russell now 28-0. I just marked on my face. Cimarron leads Lakin 20-0. We're on 20-0. Smith Center leads Plainville 6-0. Phillipsburg leads Minneapolis 20-8. I need the Oakley score.
Adams, Brown, Barrett & Ball, your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car, bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
District matchup in a battle of 3-0 or make it 2-0 teams and 3-2 teams. And Cimarron is at Lakin tonight. That's a 28-6 halftime lead for Cimarron. So the Blue Jays look like they're on their way to going to 3-0, and could be a matchup between TMP and Cimarron in a couple of weeks in a matchup of two of the unbeaten teams. But again, we're still only a week away from that, plus a week and a half, if you will, away from that. Elsewhere tonight, of course, we told you in the pregame show, Norton and Beloit had their game canceled tonight due to COVID issues. Beloit is playing tonight. They're playing, they got a matchup with Centralia. So they're playing the Panthers tonight, so that means Beloit is in action tonight. Elsewhere, I want to get you updated on 2A. Phillipsburg leads Minneapolis 20-8. They rallied from down 8-0 to score those 20 unanswered points. Last check in the second quarter, Smith Center was leading Plainville 6-0. Of course, Monarch faithful hoping that Plainville can find a way to rally to beat the Redmen, so the Monarchs would be alone in second place in the Mid-Continent League race. Elsewhere tonight, last check, Colby's opened up a big lead on Russell, leading 28-0 in that second quarter in Colby. Hayes High leads Dodge City 17-0, and at halftime, Victoria trails Wilson 26-24. That's our Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. The green grass you won in the spring starts with spring in the fall by Hayes Kalon, but call Kirk Maska at 623-0674 or Kurt Viner at 623-8427. We're back with the second half in 1 minute on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy. 1 minute, please. Could you do me a favor, Rachel? Could you pull up the Oakley game on Open Spaces and see if you can find their score? Oh, well, maybe.
Nextech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Nextech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building, when it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948, 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
Top, fielded by Mark Rack here at the near sideline. A good job by Rack as he'll get to the TMP 49-yard line. That was another good bounce. You really have to give Charlie Del Torre a lot of credit. He gets a nice high bounce each and every time that we've seen him kick so far. But that time Mark Rack played it well as he was able to get it on the big hop. And TMP's going to have great field position if they'll start at their own 49-yard line. Just 3 seconds into this second half, leading 27-6. Monarchs were able to drive down the field on their first 3 offensive possessions and score. And they scored on 3 of their first 5 in that first half. Motion man is Jace Lang. Now he'll give it off as Kate Harris will give it right side to Bryce Side. Bryce trying to bounce it right side. Now we'll cut it back as he gets across midfield. And we'll see where they spot it. Down at about the 49-yard line of the Mustangs as he just kind of picks up a couple of yards on the play. On the second carry of the game for Bryce Side as he gets TMP into Mustang territory to the 49-yard line. On a gain of just a couple. Monarchs with that double wing formation. Harris underneath center again with a wide receiver to each side. And they'll fake the pitch. Harris trying to keep it to the near side. Slips the tackle. Kate's got a nice run here inside Southwestern Heights territory as he gets across the 45 and then inside the 40-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down as he gets to the Southwestern Heights 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for TMP as they move the chains for the 5th time in the contest. There's faked the pitch to the right side and then came back here to the near side, and the Mustangs were unable to bring him down. He was able to escape a couple of different tackles and sets TMP up at the Southwestern Heights 35-yard line. Harris again here on a first down and 10. Works from underneath center. They'll send Lanslang in motion to the right side. A straight drop looking to pass. Harris with pressure coming from behind is going to be hit and dropped. That'll be the first sack of the ball game for the Mustangs for Southwestern Heights. And the pressure came from the backside. A couple of different down linemen. It's actually the linebacker, Parker Wirtz, the sophomore, who came in and got the sack and dropped Harris back to the 42-yard line. And a loss of 7 on the play. Eric Gonzalez, the junior defensive lineman, was coming from behind as well. But it was Wirtz who got the tackle. Parker Wirtz, the sophomore, is in for Walter Ramirez, the senior, who is not in the lineup tonight. It's a second down and 18 from the 43-yard line. Snap out of the shotgun as Harris will run the quarterback keep to the right side. Harris with a block. He's going to get a big gain here. So get a lot of that yardage back, and then the ball came free, but I heard a whistle as Harris was down at the 30-yard line. Southwestern Heights came away with the football, but you heard the whistle right at the 30-yard line as Harris picks up 13 on the play. It was 2nd down and 18. He picks up 13, and now they've got a 3rd down and 5. And it's that quarterback or power run to the right side. 47 yards on 9 carries now for the TMP sophomore quarterback. Southwestern Heights does the exact same thing. Both of them run that just direct snap and take off with it. And the quarterback runs out of the shotgun. Harris now will send Jace Lang in motion across the formation, and they're going to run the option. Harris will keep it left side as he will get close to the 1st down. I think it's going to be awful close. Had to get it to the 35-yard line as he was brought down on the play by Damian Mercado, the sophomore. Well, say he's shy of the line of gain. They needed the 25. He picks up 5, but he's about a length of the football shy on 3rd down, and the Monarchs will try and convert here on a 4th down. Well, they only need the length of the footballs. Harris will just take it with a quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he's got enough for the 1st down. He had to get it inside the 25, and he does for the 1st down. So the Monarchs will convert on a 4th down run and move the chains. Harris on his 11th carry of the game has 53 yards on 11 carries and has that 5-yard touchdown. He's brought down by the middle of that Southwestern Heights defense. Charlie Delatorre, the big sophomore. Efren Natividad, a 288-pound senior on the middle of that line as well. TMP from the Southwestern Heights 25. Sends Lance Lang in motion. They'll pitch it to him. Right side, a little jet sweep. Got a block as he'll turn the corner to the right side. Lang with a huge gain, so he'll get to the sideline and take it in for the touchdown. As Lang will score on the 25-yard touchdown. It was a forward pitch, so it'll go as a pass for 25 yards as the Monarchs, for the 3rd time in the contest, score through the air. Little forward flip on the jet sweep, and it's a touchdown pass from Harris to Lang. So now the 2nd career receiving touchdown for Lang, and it's from 25 yards out. As Whitling's on to attempt the extra points. Out of the hold of Harris. Chase's kick is good, and TMP takes a 34-6 lead on the touchdown as they drive right down the field. Scoring a 6-play drive in which they covered make it 52 yards. And capped out by that touchdown run, or rather the touchdown pass, a little jet sweep flip with 7:51 to play here in this 3rd quarter. Monarchs now lead at 34-6. Lang has touchdown runs of 26, has a touchdown run of 26. And then that jet sweep pitch to Lang goes for 25 yards. They're on top 34-6. Monarchs waste no time on their opening possession here of the 2nd half. So for TMP, they have touchdown drives of 5, 3 plays, 1 play, 4 plays, and now 6 plays. So they take a 34-6 lead with 7:51 to play here in this opening quarter. The head official talking with the back judge. Hever Mercado, Damian Mercado back to receive this kick for TMP. As Welling is going to kick it from our right to our left. It's from the north to the south here at Southwestern Heights. Welling's kick is a high end over in kick. It'll be Hever Mercado from the goal line, and they'll say he was on the line. It'll be the 2nd touchback of the contest for the kicker Wentling. It's the 7th touchback of the season for Jace Wentling. And on the first possession of the 2nd half for Southwestern Heights, they'll start at their own 20-yard line. 7:50 to go in this 3rd quarter. Trailing TMP 34-6. Monarchs in control on this one so far. That first half, however, Mercado did have 156 yards on the ground. He'll work out of the shotgun. It's a quarterback draw, taking it right up the middle, and he will fall forward for another nice gain. Monarchs did a better job reading at that time, as Hess will make the tackle. Mercado still picks up close to 5 yards on a first down on his 15th carry for 161 rushing yards. These Kalon scoreboard updates. Oakley all over Ellenwood at last check in the first half, 43-0. The shotgun, Mercado will hand it off for Memo Flores, and Flores gets him a first down across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 for Memo Flores, as Hess again makes the tackle for TMP. Southwestern Heights waste no time getting back to the line of scrimmage as they work a first down and 10 after their 6th first down of the contest. The quarterback Mercado underneath center, and they hand off the fumble on the handoff, but falling back on it was the running back. TMP's Bryce Siebel there in the middle. It was Sanchez who fumbled that one, but he got back on it. Maybe gets a gain of about a half yard falling forward to get that football. So it's second down and 9 from just shy of the 32-yard line. Mercado will work out of the shotgun with 2 backs, one next to him in the back on each side of the backfield. Here's Memo Flores, and Flores is chopped down. Bryce Side makes the tackle. Flores to the 32 of TMP, so no gain on the handoff for Flores. It's the 11th running attempt for Flores for 38 yards. And another third down coming up here for Southwestern Heights. They are 2 of 6 on third down in the contest. TMP with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter leads 34-6. Ball from the 32-yard line. Southwestern Heights works out of the shotgun of that 2-back set. It's a quarterback draw off that left side. Mercado tries to lower his shoulder and get a couple more yards as he is chopped down on that left side. Bryce Sibe in on that tackle. Mercado short of the first down, picks up maybe just 2 on the play. Now it's 4th down and 4, and you have to expect they're going to go for it. Coach Matt Bell and company are a super aggressive team. They've already tried 2 onside kicks. They couldn't convert on that third down, but they'll line up and go for it here. They need 4 yards from the 34s. Mercado with a hard count. Everybody stays set, and now we're going to get a flag. We're going to have a penalty, it looks like, on Southwestern Heights. We'll see. We haven't seen anything from the official yet, and it is a false start on Southwestern Heights. It's a 5th penalty for 40 yards now in the contest for the Mustangs, and it moves them back to the 32-yard line. It's 4th down and a long 9. They relate getting offensive linemen off the field as it looks like they are going to punt this football away. Bost. High looping snap, TMP with some pressure. This is a good kick by Bost on the bounce off the chest. Rather is Harris. Now he picks it up, and he's got a chance to return it here inside Southwestern Heights territory to the 40, and Harris will run into a tackler and go out of bounds. He had that bounce off his chest. It was a low line drive spiral that he took from just across the 45-yard line, and Cade just took it here on the near sideline. Sometimes a bobble or a fumble works out to your advantage as he brings it inside Southwestern Heights territory. They spot him out of bounds. The Mustangs 27-yard line. Good field position again for TMP with 4:39 to go in this third quarter. Monarchs in control of this one, leading 34-6. Go to the I formation. So Monarchs will bring Hunter Flax in as the new fullback in that I formation. Harris, straight drop to looking to the right side, and it's incomplete. He was looking to his right, had Jace Lang and Andrew Schwartz over there. Looked like Schwartz was running a slant pattern, and he stopped on the route. Schwartz, of course, used all over this TMP offense, but hasn't been used a lot of wide receiver. No Michael Gross today, so he's in there at wide receiver. Here's a 2nd down and 10 play, handed for Lang. Lance trying to bounce it off to that right side, gets a nice little gain here on 2nd down and 10. He just took it off to that right side. Brought down on the play by Brecken Buttry, the sophomore, after a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd down and 6. Just power running off to the right side for TMP after the incomplete pass or behind the sticks anyway. And now, one wide receiver to each side. Monarchs will go to that double wing formation. Harris with under 4 minutes to play now in this 3rd quarter on a 3rd down and long 6. We'll send Jace Lang in motion. They're going to run the option. Here's a pitch late to Jace. Good catch as that was a dangerous pitch. Lang trying to fight close to the 20-yard line. That was nearly taken away by a Southwestern Heights Mustang. Lang will not get the 1st down as he's knocked down short of the 21-yard line. So Jace Lang will pick up 3 on the rush. And the Monarchs will line up and go forward here on 4th down. It's 4th and 4 from the 22-yard line. Wilson Whitling is the wide receiver. He's tight to the left of the formation. Rack wide to the right on 4th down and 4. Straight drop for Harris. Looking to his left. He's going to air it out for the end zone. Whitling will go up and haul it down, but he's out of bounds. He was jousting for position with Bost in the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there is a flag in the TMP backfield. Officials getting together and chatting it over. And it's on Southwestern Heights. It's a roughing the passer penalty on Southwestern Heights, and the Monarchs are going to get a break. So get a free 1st down on the roughing the passer penalty and those free 15 yards. 6 penalties for 55 yards now for Southwestern Heights, and the Monarchs on the penalty. They'll move them all the way down to the Mustang 11-yard line. We go again to the spread formation with 2 wide receivers split to each side as Harris will work out of the gun here on 1st down and goal. 1st down and 10. Can still get a 1st down. Harris, right side, he's going to run the quarterback sneak, trying to get away from a defensive lineman on that quarterback sweep, rather. And he does as they stretch it to that right side. Not down on the play by Mercado. Spot him down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Harris picks up a couple on 1st down. Just inside the 10-yard line, Harris with now 55 yards on 12 carries. Scoreboard update sees Plainville lead Smith Center 7-6 now through 3 quarters. So a good one there in that District 3 in Class 1A. Monarchs with a 2nd down and 9 after the short gain. Harris straight drop out of the underneath the center. He's going to air it out for Whitling, a jump ball, and Chase can't haul it in, and then a flag comes in by the official on the goal line. Chase tried to go up with one hand and haul that in. See what the official calls on the sideline. There was a pass interference penalty called on Southwestern Heights. It's a tough break for Southwestern Heights, I think. We've seen a lot more egregious penalties or contact not called throughout the season, but a break for TMP. It's only half the distance to the goal penalty, so it only moves them up inside the 5, so it really only ends up being about a 4-yard penalty. The Monarchs will take the yard, setting them up with a 2nd down here. They can get a 1st down as it's just inside the 4-yard line. They'll work out of the shotgun. Harris looking to his left. Quarterback draw. Harris is going to take it right off that left side, and he's in for the touchdown. TMP will score from 9 yards out of the touchdown run for the 2nd time in the game. Cade Harris is able to take it in for the TMP touchdown. And the Monarchs add 6 more and lead 40-6 with 2:04 to play. Here in this 3rd quarter, Harris scores his 2nd rushing touchdown of the contest. This one again from 4 yards out. He has 59 yards now. Those 2 touchdowns. One of 5 yards, the other one from 4 yards. The official had a quick chat with Whitling and Harris, and the extra point is good for Jace Whitling as the Monarchs add the extra point to now lead 41-6 with 2:03 to play in the ball, or rather here in this third quarter. Monarchs are able to capitalize on another good drive in which they get the Harris touchdown. This time on the ground. Of course, the pass interference penalty helped. They also got a roughing the passer penalty on that drive as well, as Harris scores his second rushing touchdown of the contest. Give him 8 now on the season, 18 for his young career. The Monarchs have a nice cushion here in this second half, leading 41-6. Trying to get you some more scores from around the area. Russell trailing Colby now in the third quarter, 35-0. Of course, a 3A district game. Russell will be at Goodland next week. They make both trips out to Western Kansas. Our Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. After the touchdown by Harris, TMP gets the extra point, leads 41-6. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Field Abstract and Title, High Plains Roofing State Glass Company, and Thomas More Prep Marian. Well, he's waiting for the whistle to kick this one off. Already has a couple of touchbacks in the contest. TMP leading 41-6. Whitling will drive this one toward the goal line, and it's going to go for a touchback again. Mercado, that's Hever. Mercado couldn't handle it. And it's another touchback. It's the third of the game for Whitling, as Southwestern Heights will take it out to their own 20-yard line. 2:03 to play in this third quarter. TMP on top, 41-6. Southwestern Heights takes over from their own 20-yard line. We'll go to the shotgun formation for the quarterback, Mercado. He's all by himself in the shotgun. And he's just going to take off and run with it off to that left side, as he's got a nice gain trying to get to the edge. And he will be ran out of bounds and then lost the football near the boundary. Lang with a flag on the play came away with that loose football on the boundary, and now a injured Mustang on that sideline. Mercado had a nice gain. There is a flag on the play. I think this is going to be coming back. Spotted him all the way to the 41-yard line. Stands now would be a gain of 21. As they tend to the injured Mustang on that far sideline. Officials going to huddle and talk things over. Can't tell exactly who it is on that far sideline. Don't know if it's Mercado, the ball carrier. It's on the opposite side. There is a flag at the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Officials are talking it over. Medical staff are going to call block in the back on Southwestern Heights. TMP is going to take the penalty. They say Southwestern Heights, I think Mercado must have been down when the ball came free. Still tending to that injured Mustang on the far side of the field. We have a minute 54 to play here in this third quarter. Let's go ahead as I continue to take a look at that injured Southwestern Heights Mustang on that far sideline. Let's go ahead and use this time to take a quick break. Try and see who that Mustang is over on that far sideline. So let's go ahead and pause for a minute here on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Shelter Insurance, Dustin Shoemaker. Compare your coverage today at CompareMyCoverage.com. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements.
Back into Southwestern Heights High School is the medical staff, the training staff, and coaching staff for Southwestern Heights, tending to the injured player on the far sideline. As leg injury looks like over on that far sideline. They continue to attend to that injured player on that far sideline. They brought the stretcher in, so as they continue to deal with that injury on that far sideline. It gets on the far sideline, and the player is laying on their back, so can't see which Southwestern Heights Mustang it is. The ball came free on that Mercado run on that far sideline. I said that Southwestern Heights did have the football, and then they got a block in the back penalty. Got a minute 54 to play here in our third quarter. As they're going to tend to the injured Mustang. So you may have a lengthy delay here. So we may take another break in just a moment. Again, our game is at 41-6, TMP with the lead as they deal with that injured Mustang on the far sideline. We can give you a couple of scores for you. Hayes High now leading Dodge City 23-0. Just had a Plainville Smith Center score. It's still 7-6. I believe that's in the fourth quarter. Yep, still Plainville leading Smith Center 7-6 in the fourth quarter. Of course, Monarch faithful, definitely Cardinal fans, because you want the Smith Center Redmen to get tripped up in this game tonight, because that would mean the Monarchs would have sole possession of second place in the MCL standings with just one key game left, and it would be Norton and Phillipsburg in Week 8. And then Monarch faithful are Phillipsburg Panther fans, because you want Norton to lose that game as well, so you could have a tie for the league title. Of course, the Monarchs' MCL schedule is wrapped up this year, as they are now into district play and have shifted to Southwest Kansas for the district, no longer a part of that District 8 that features Norton and Phillipsburg. Hoisington in that district as well. They're running away with it. They lead Ellsworth, the Bearcats, 30-0. That's in the fourth quarter. This lengthy delay again because the injury to Southwestern Heights player on that far sideline, and players telling the coaching staff for TMP up here it's a pretty significant leg injury as they continue to deal with that individual on that far sideline. Of course, Southwestern Heights is banged up, as I mentioned before, without one of their top leading receivers with a broken collarbone. They're without Isaac Castro, one of their top tacklers in program history, and one of their key offensive players. No Castro tonight, no Walter Ramirez. Ramirez, one of their key offensive players as well. He had 175 yards receiving in Coach Harris said he kind of stood out a little bit as somebody that was a focal point of their offense, but he is not playing tonight as well. So they're without 3 starters, or 2 starters and a third that play significant time, and now dealing with this injury on that far sideline as well. Scoreboard update, Smith Center just scored 12-7. They now lead Plainville. So that's in the 4th quarter. We'll try and keep you up to date on that score late in that now midway, I guess, through that 4th quarter. So we'll keep you up to date on that score. Again, medical staff called in to assist with the injured Southwestern Heights Mustang. Looks like they're going to get him on the stretcher. So we still got some time here. We can take another timeout. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's take a 2-minute break and come back here with still 2 minutes to go, just under 2 minutes to go in our 3rd quarter. TMP in control, leading 41-6 as we've got an injury timeout. Again, we're back in 2 minutes along the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes Kalon, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Shelter Insurance, Dustin Shoemaker. Compare your coverage today at CompareMyCoverage.com. High Plains Roofing, Western and Central Kansas's premier roofing contractor. The Professionals, High Plains Roofing of Hayes. Discount Siding, new siding, energy-efficient windows and doors, vinyl fencing, and other exterior home products. Improve the beauty and energy efficiency of your home. Click on discountsiding.net. Edward Jones, providing a reasoned and disciplined approach to investing, making sense of investing. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building Northwest Kansas's dreams since 1983. Master Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, alterations, tux rentals, and much more. They have numerous pickup locations throughout Western Kansas to serve you. Field Abstract and Title. Take pride in your athletic, academic, and artistic achievements. Adams, Brown, Barrett, and Ball. Your trusted advisors providing you with commitment, experience, and integrity. Hertz Rent-A-Car. Bigger vehicle for a family trip or a car that gets excellent gas mileage for the next business trip? Book with Hertz Rent-A-Car on 8th Street in Hayes. Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal and RM Custom Metals. When it hails, when it pours, one thing's for sure, Roof Masters is who you're looking for.
Back following the injury timeout. So with that 15-yard penalty on Southwestern Heights is their 8th penalty of the game. So they continue to deal with penalties, and now with the injury, as I do believe it was the quarterback who was taken off the field on a stretcher. It was Mercado, and so he will be replaced in the ball game by Wirtz as they hand it off to that right side. Bryce Side makes the tackle as the carry for Memo Flores gets them back to close to the line of game. They needed the 29-yard line, or needed the 30. They get it to the 29-yard line. So a nice gain for Flores. He goes over 40 yards rushing in the contest as they can still get a first down. Out of the shotgun, and they'll hand it off. Flores with penetration in the backfield is going to be stopped, but I think he'll get enough for the first down as TMP had good penetration. Hunter Flax come in to help make the tackle. Monarchs with rotating some new guys in there. It is a first down as Southwestern Heights is able to move the chains. They will get it to their own 30-yard line with 1:05 and counting here in this 3rd quarter. Southwestern Heights working out of the I formation, and they hand it to the fullback trying to run a dime to the right side. Not a lot of running room for Sanchez as Rodrigo Sanchez picks up maybe 2 on the play. Brought down by Walker. Michael Hale in there as well. Sanchez only had 1 career catch runish coming in as a freshman, but now with 8 carries for 16 yards, and now a second down and 8. And again, Hertz is the new quarterback for the injured Mercado. They'll hand it off for Memo Flores, who tried to bounce it out of that spread run to the left side and gets upended by Siebel company in on the tackle. He loses a yard back to the 31. And now a third down coming up here for Southwestern Heights. Southwestern Heights loses their quarterback, Hever Mercado, and they're going to let the quarter come to an end. So we played 3 quarters. It's a 41-6 lead for TMP. We'll take the timeout. Head to the 4th quarter next. To the Monarch Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy.
Next Tech. Get a great deal on internet, video, voice, and business services from the technology experts. Next Tech. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative providing safe, reliable, and efficient energy services and promoting growth throughout the region. Gibbs Auto Supply, over 200,000 parts and accessories and great staff to take care of you in Hayes and La Crosse. Steel Fabrications, when you need something fixed and you need it done fast and need it done right, call Steel Fab. Heartland Building. When it's time to get the job done, see why so many builders rely on Heartland Building Center with a huge stock of building materials. Hayes K. Long, Kirk Maska, and Kurt Viner. State Glass Company, locally owned and operated since 1948. 5th and Main, downtown Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marian, building communities of faith, knowledge, and service. Jeter Law Firm, proud to support student athletes, partners you can rely on. Jeter Law Firm.
The Monarchs Sports Network is powered by Herman Physical Therapy on 99.5 KHAZ and HaysPost.com.
As we start the fourth quarter of action, Southwestern Heights has a 3rd down and 9 from their own 31-yard line, playing with their backup quarterback after the injury to Hever Mercado. They will hand it off for Memo Flores, trying to run that left side. Flores gets stacked up. Hunter Flax in on the tackle as Flores will pick up 3, and now it's 4th down and a long 8 on the play. And it looks like they may punt this football away. Hever Mercado, the leading rusher and passer for this Mustang team, got injured on that sideline, in which he suffered a pretty significant leg injury. Had to be ambulanced out just a moment ago as he was taken out on the stretcher, and then the ambulance just left here at Southwestern Heights. So on 4th down, they will punt this football on another punt that goes out of bounds. It's been a rough go of it. They had bossed punting, but now they've switched and brought in a different punter, and pretty much the same result for Rodriguez Sanchez. TMP's going to have a great field position. They'll start at the Southwestern Heights 46-yard line. Comes with 11:13 to go here in this 4th quarter. TMP in control, leading 41-6. Monarchs with some issues on the offensive line, missing an offensive lineman on a left tackle. Ginther will come in late. They're trying to get some new faces into the ball game. They already have on defense, and now on 1st down and 10, they'll send a man in motion. That's Lang, faked it, and they'll run the underneath handoff to Hunter Flax. As the senior Flax picks up a couple on the play. Brought down by Charlie Delatorre right at the Southwestern Heights 45-yard line. So give him 3 yards on the carry. And it's 2nd down, and call it a short 8. 10:40 and counting here in this 4th quarter. Monarchs raced out to an early 27-0 lead and have continued to build on that lead. They run another fullback dive. It's right up the middle. Flax picks up 2 more, and now it's 3rd down and 6. As Memo Flores in on the tackle that time. Ball to the Southwestern Heights 43-yard line. TMP has scored on 3 Cade Harris touchdown passes, 2 to Jace Wentling, once to Jason Lang. Those 3 touchdowns, a new career high for him through the air. Here's a 3rd down and 6, and they'll run it right side. Here's Lang as Lance leaps over defender and will lower his shoulder for an extra couple of yards to the 34 on a gain of 9, and TMP will move the chains as Lance Lang picks up first down number 8 for the Monarchs. So inside the Southwestern Heights 34-yard line. Lang has had career highs in each of the last 2 games. 16 carries for 83 yards and a touchdown against Ellis. Those were all new career highs, and he before that had a career high 40-plus yards rushing. So he continues to carry the load a little bit more. Here's a handoff for Jace Lang. Jace trying to bounce it left side. He gets tripped up by Memo Flores. And not before he gets to the 31-yard line, as Jace will pick up 3 on his second carry. 9:05 and counting in the contest. TMP on their way to picking up win number 5 of the season, trying to move to 5-1. Last time they won 5 games in a row as a program was back in 1988. Trying to pick up surpass their best start at 5-1 since 2003. Now the option right side. Harris will pitch it for Lang late here to the near sideline, and he's into the open field, and he won't be touched. Lance Lang's going to take it in for the 33-yard touchdown run as TMP adds the touchdown, as they'll add 6 more to lead 47-6. That late pitch on the option, and Lang was able to take it in off that right side for the touchdown as TMP gets their second long touchdown run on the ground for Lance Lang, who scores his second touchdown. This one comes from 34 yards out officially, and the Monarchs are able to take that 47-6 lead with 8:37 to play in this fourth quarter. Welling on to attempt the extra point. It's a high kick that is good. And out with 8:37 to play here in this fourth quarter, TMP takes a 48-6 lead. After that Lang touchdown run from 34 yards out. And that, for TMP, is a 4-play drive. So the Monarchs, Lang that one off his career high with that touchdown run of 9 carries for 83 yards. Simmer on in the third quarter, leading Lakin 35-6. Smith Center's opened up a little bit of a bigger lead now, 19-7 on Plainville. Here's Kalon's scoreboard update. .8:37 to play here in this one. Monarchs continue to add to their lead. Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Jeff Darrell and Linda Siebel at Edward Jones and Hayes, Paul Wernberger Construction, Master Cleaners, and Roof Masters Roofing and Sheet Metal. Welling has it teed up and ready to kick it away. He already has 3 touchbacks in the contest. Damian Mercado, as we're going to get a false start on TMP. That was just the second penalty on the Monarchs for 15 yards. That'll move back to the 35. Damian Mercado again, ready to return that kick. Welling has it teed up and ready to kick this one away. And Whitling with a line drive kick that is bobbled but picked up right around the 15-yard line, and then slipping near the 30-yard line and being stacked up as the freshman Marcus Trejo. As Trejo gets it to the 30-yard line, and Southwestern Heights has it first down and 10 from the 30-yard line. 8:30 to play in this one. TMP leading 48-6. Lone touchdown, a 20-yard Memo Flores touchdown. Monarchs with some changes up front. Evan Balthazar into the ball game. He's one of those defensive ends. Here's a handout for Memo Flores. And Flores from the 25 gets out to the 35. That should be enough for a first down on a gain of 10. Zach Mice into the ball game. He's one of those linebackers. Garrett Photo. Shoemaker, Griffin, who's been in on a handful of plays. Hunter Flax out there as well. It's a gain of 9 for Flores, just shy of the first down. So it's second down and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it for Flores again. Memo Flores right side will run into Peyton Schwartz. He's got enough for the first down to the 38-yard line. Flores, with a gain of 4, has 60 rushing yards and another first down. Trejo's one of those wide receivers for Southwestern Heights. Different quarterback in the ball game is Parker Wirtz, sophomore. He replaced Mercado, who got injured on that play. Here's a flag with a running play to the right side. They get across the 45. As Memo Flores gets 7 yards on the play before he stacked up, but this one's going to be coming back as Michael Hale made the tackle. Ian Chu, the senior for TMP in that defensive secondary. Mentioned Peyton Schwartz made a tackle a moment ago. He's in there as well. The holding penalty on Southwestern Heights was 7:28 to go here in this fourth quarter. Move them back inside their own 30-yard line. That is their 9th penalty of the contest. As it moves them back to the 27 with 7:18 and counting. TMP leading 48-6. It's been all Monarchs in this one. Wirtz looking to pass. He's going to throw it right side, and it is knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Damian Mercado. He had a 16-yard reception a moment ago, or rather in that first half. That's Wirtz's first career pass attempt is incomplete. And now Michael Hale will check out of the ball game. Monarchs trying to rotate some new faces in. Matt Volling's back on that defensive line with Photo. Mentioned Kendall Walker out there as well. First down, make it second down now and 20 following the incomplete pass. Wirtz is going to keep it on the quarterback sweep left side, and it's going to be brought down by Shoemaker. Trying to run off of that left side. It gets across the 32 to the 33-yard line. So a gain of 6 for Wirtz on his first career carry. The last 2 years, the year and a half into this second year, they really relied on Hever Mercado, and he really helped them. I mean, he was the reason why they made one of the reasons why they made the playoffs a year ago, and he was their leading rusher so far this season, but he gets injured here in this one, and now they hand it off to Wirtz, and he will hand it. The running play on third down and long, they go with Memo Flores, and he picks up 3, and then is tackled by Hunter Flax. So Flax makes the tackle, and now it's 4th down and 12. 6 minutes to go in this one. TMP on their way to 5-1. Monarchs will send Schwartz back to receive this punt. And the punt by Sanchez, maybe the best punt of the night for Southwestern Heights. This goes out of bounds at the TMP 37-yard line. Final tonight, Hoisington takes care of Ellsworth 37-7. Timeout taken on the field. Our game brought to you in part this evening by Insurance Planning, Ellis County Abstract and Title, and Jeter Law Firm. TMP leading 48-6 in the contest. Monarchs got on the board early. Cade Harris touchdown run. He added a second touchdown run here in the second half. That was in the third quarter. Harris in the first quarter had a touchdown pass to Jace Wentling. He has 2 passes for touchdowns to Wentling, out of the third to Lance Lang. Lang's got a couple of touchdowns in the contest on the ground, and that receiving touchdown as well. Runs of 34 and 25 for scores, so that 25-yard reception. It goes as a pass because it's a jet sweep where you flip it to the man coming across the front. So anytime you throw the ball forward, it's a pass. So Monarchs will take over. 5:51 to play in this one. Played with a short field all game long, have it at their own 37-yard line. This is some of their worst field position. And now Peyton Schwartz in for quarterback for TMP. So they continue to bring in some new faces. Hand it for Griffin Shoemaker. And Griffin started to that left side and cut back here to the near side. It was brought down by Mercado. As Shoemaker gets a short gain. Puts up a yard on the play. They work to the 39 on 2nd down and 8 with under 5.5 to go in this one. Monarchs matched the best start since 2003 at 4-1. It's the second time they've started 4-1 since 1989. Last time they won 5 straight, you have to go back to 1988. They started 7-0 that year. Run it again, right side this time. Nowhere to go for, once again, running it with Griffin Shoemaker, the freshman, as Eric Gonzalez was able to stop him. Right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 3rd down and a long 8 or 9, short 9, facing the Monarchs. Choose the wide receiver to the left, Rack here to the near side. Underneath center is Schwartz. They're going to run the option. Late pitch. Shoemaker had a man in his face. Was able to make that man miss. Now a little stutter step in the backfield. Still on his feet. And tried to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but was swarmed down. And it's going to lose yards. Back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. It'll lose 3. Now it's 4th down and 11. Swarmed in the backfield. Decided to reverse direction and nearly got away. So lose 3 yards on that carry. And from the 37-yard line, with 3:50 and counting, TMP in control here, 48-6. 4th down pass play. Schwartz running out of time. Now he's going to roll to his left. Got a block, trying to get to the 40. Got another block as he'll put his head down, get across the 44 to the 45-yard line, and then a flag came in way late. That was way behind the play and after the whistle. As it stands right now, it's a gain to the 45, which is a gain of 8 for the quarterback, Peyton Schwartz. But then what's the flag behind the play? I don't know if somebody said something. Sideline official talking with Coach Harris. Now the head official talking with the official on that far sideline. It's a gain of 8 for Schwartz, but it was on 4th down and he needed 9. So he didn't get there. Well, actually needed 11, and he didn't get there. They're going to mark it back to the 30-yard line. So that's a 15-yard penalty. And then it is at a turnover on downs. So the gain of 8 for Schwartz. Well, they turn it over on downs. Southwestern Heights with TMP with a late linebacker running onto the field. Southwestern Heights is going to have great field position. Run it with Memo Flores. Tried to start it to the outside. Now we'll run it right back up that middle of the defense. He's got enough for a first down. So he'll pick up 12 inside the TMP 20-yard line. Actually spotted right at the 20, so it'll be a gain of 11 for Flores. He has 74 yards rushing on 19 carries with 3:15 to go. TMP leading 48-6. A lot of younger guys in on that defense. Wirtz in for the injured Mercado. Going to hand it off for Memo Flores again, right side. Slips a tackle and will fall forward with a flag on the play. It's going to be on Southwestern Heights. So they call holding on the Mustangs. That 15-yard penalty, by the way, on TMP was just their third for 30 yards a moment ago. The holding penalty negates a pretty good run by Flores. He had him inside the 10-yard line. It was close to another first down. But instead, they call that from right around the 19-yard line. And it moves them back to the 30. That is their 10th penalty of the contest. And it negates a pretty good run for Memo Flores. With 3 minutes to go in the ball game, TMP in control, 48-6. I formation, 2 tight ends. Southwestern Heights will hand it on a counter play for Memo Flores, who bullies his way forward to about the TMP 25-yard line. So 5 yards for Flores, who has 79 yards now on 20 carries. Get it to the TMP 25-yard line. And Southwestern Heights moved. And their right tight end moved. No penalties. They'll just run it right up the middle. The fullback. That Sanchez goes forward. Brought down by Shoemaker in the middle of that defense. So they close it on 2 minutes to go. Fullback picks up about a yard on the play. And it sets him up 3rd down and 13 from the TMP 23-yard line with 1:50 to play now in the contest. Wirtz will work out of the shotgun. They're just going to take the snap and run to the right side. With a flag coming in, the quarterback is going to be thrown out of bounds. Ian Chu makes the tackle on that sideline. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll see if TMP decides to take the penalty and move them back 10 yards, and they will. It'll be 3rd down and 23. That's the 11th Southwestern Heights penalty. By my calculation, that's 11 penalties for 104 yards on Southwestern Heights. To the 31.5-yard line. .130 and counting in this one. TMP in control, 48-6. Southwestern Heights has it near the TMP 30-yard line. Flores off that left side. He is going to be wrapped up inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. As Zach Mice makes the tackle. So they get it to the 27. That'll be a gain of 5 for Flores on his 21st carry of the ball game for 84 yards. And now 4th down coming up. It's 4th down and 22 from the TMP 27-yard line. Flores with new season high in rushing, 84 yards on 21 carries. Hertz will work out of the shotgun. He's just going to take the snap and run here to the left on 4th down and long, and he won't get there. Good job by TMP. The Monarchs defense does a nice job to force a turnover on downs. The freshman Peyton Schwartz was able to make that tackle on the island out here on the corner, and that is going to do it with 34 seconds left. It'll be a turnover on downs. TMP will get it back, and the Monarchs can hang on for final couple of seconds here and salt this one away. As the turnover on downs, we'll get it back to TMP. With 34 seconds to go. So they'll take over at their own 27-yard line. Monarchs will go to the I formation. Nope, they'll go to the victory formation. Take the kneel down. That should do it. With 30 seconds to go, I don't think TMP will have to snap it again. Monarchs rush down to a big first half lead. Go on to win big here, 48-6. That final kneel down will do it for TMP. Monarchs are now 5-1 on the season, matching their 5-game winning streak from the 1988 season. They won 7 games to start the year. So TMP will move to 5-1 on the season. It's the best start for the Monarchs program since that 1988 season, in which they started 7-0, and the first time since 1988 when TMP picks up a 5th win in a row, as the Monarchs will come away with a 48-6 victory as the Monarchs rush down to an early 20-0 first quarter lead. And they go on to win 48-0 in the contest. Cade Harris will throw 3 touchdown passes, 2 of them to Jace Wentling, another to Lance Lang. Lang had 2 rushing touchdowns in the contest as well. Harris had 2 on the ground as well. TMP comes away with a 48-6 victory over the Southwestern Heights Mustangs here on the Monarch Sports Network. It's powered by Herman Physical Therapy.